The old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa. It has seen many a high-stakes clash, and another one coming up from Columbus in this one. The Oregon Ducks come in to take on the Ohio State Buckeyes, and over the last several years, whenever these two teams have gotten together, high stakes, playoff game, conference championship implications, all on the line. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to Holly Rowe.
Guys, this is one of the most exciting top 25 matchups of this season. Honestly, Oregon versus Ohio State might be two of the most talented rosters in all of college football. College football playoff implications on the line. This one should be massive when Oregon takes on Ohio State. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback changing the play. Here's Julian Ncaa to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. To the air. It's Ncaa. Turns it upfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, guys, we're just getting started, and we're highlighting these players and these guys. The QB said, all right, just highlight me, because they're coming out with a purpose. They're throwing the football. Two different guys, two different catches, two explosive plays.
Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Throwing, say it. Lets it fly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Ncaa back to the air. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Ncaa to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. After getting nothing, would they try to throw it again on 3rd and 1? Ncaa from the gun on 3rd down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Again, it's Ncaa. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They want to run it left here. Oh, he's got some space. The 50, the 40. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31.
And sometimes you go, man, what a play by that guy. He carried people, or he broke tackles, or his speed. And that time I'm like, Palmer, where is the defense?
I think it's too many guys being selfish, David. I think it's guys getting out of their gap. Everyone's trying to be a me guy, a hero, get the stat, maybe get the sack, get upfield, but
he's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
Ncaa fires to the wideout. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Throws to the tight end. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Makes the catch at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
It's a running room. The 20. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Running the red zone, it's Davison. And he's in! Touchdown, Oregon!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Say it. Look out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Going with the ground game left. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
It's complete to the right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Out wide right, it's Stewart. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Moore. Flip it out to the back on the screen. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
Here's Ncaa to throw. This time he's got his man. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Ncaa. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Ncaa from the gun on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. One-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Number 96, set to take this one.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. He'll try the left side. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dante Moore escapes the pressure to his right. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Right side, it's Jackson.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Fourth down, say it. Short pass. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throwing, say it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Makes a catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeye. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. So that drive covered 40 yards. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's going to take off. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing more. Extending the play. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Perfect timing on the hit to to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Absolute shank. Missed it. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Here's Ncaa to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the Michigan State Spartans. And it's the Wolverines looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jess, is taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Ncaa. They're all over it. And he gets it away.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they don't even grab the laces, and you could tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Buckeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Straight ahead, it's Jackson.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Ncaa. Good timing on the quick out. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Julian with the play fake. Gets rid of it. Out wide right, it's Roberts. Runs through, man. He might have space. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Turning it on. Hit. Got enough space. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
He leaves it with the back. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's Moore to throw. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down and run. On the move at the 30. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming,
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Moore. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got the back over the middle. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Moore to the air. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Number 39, sets the kickoff.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Ohio State calls its second timeout. Have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Here's Julian Ncaa to throw. Going for the big play. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He'll try to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Ducks.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games, but you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, that's got to sting. This returner wants to make a big play for his team, wants to make something happen. You don't get very many opportunities to do it in a football game, and he did the exact opposite. Created a huge momentum play for the other team. That one's going to sting him.
Defense all over him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dante Moore. Rush right in his face. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays, and you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it, they know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him, and as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Now here's Moore. Rushes on. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And I don't think think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the first down, but you got to love the speed of the defense, corralling him quickly and stopping him short of the first down.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. 4th down, more. Touchdown, Oregon! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Throwing, say it. Left side is Jackson. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25 late in the season. Time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Motion from the back. Sets his feet. It's Ncaa. Right down the middle. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Ncaa. Got him downfield. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Ncaa back to the air. Back's got it on the screen. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Here's Ncaa to throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
It really doesn't matter how big a boy you are. You could be huge out there at wide receiver like that guy is. If you don't set your feet first, you're not going to be accurate with the throw. You can't make sure you give that wide receiver a chance to win a jump ball if you don't get those feet set first.
Again, it's Ncaa. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Ncaa back to the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability, he can break tackles, he can just do it all.
Might as well give it to him again. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back's got it on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Booster, booster.
Ncaa from the gun on third down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Ncaa to throw for it on fourth. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Right side, it's Jackson. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, say it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The handoff keeps working on that clock. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing more. Moves to his right. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
We reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide left, it's Stewart. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. They'll take the penalty and move them back. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Moore will throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
2nd and long here. Here's Moore to throw. He's got the back in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's changing the play. Say it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
From the gun on third down, say it. He wants a big play here late. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Moore with the play fake. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Long way to go on second down. Moore. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm, and I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
After this, it'll be a wrap. In the gun on third down, Moore. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll run it on fourth down. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.